home, which is so nice. I'm always traveling so much that I am just so grateful to have a few days at home. I have had a few weeks now actually. I spent Christmas in France, I visited the UK just before, and then we spent Christmas and New Year's here, and we've had about a week at home just settling into the new house. For those of you who don't know, we only moved in a few months ago, so that's why it's a bit chaotic. There's no furniture, there's clothes everywhere, boxes everywhere, light bulbs hanging from the ceiling. This is where we're at right now. So we really needed these few weeks at home just to kind of sort the essential parts of the house, get some furniture, that's step one. Tidy, unbox, go through everything that's been in storage and just start finding a place for everything. Having winter to just be at home, I purposefully didn't plan anything for January because I just knew I would want this time to kind of settle in properly, organize everything. I just want to create a space that feels calm and grounding when I get back from my trips, and when I've been away from work, I just want to come and be somewhere I can feel peaceful and at home. We're not quite there yet, but this is kind of the fun part. So we officially bought this property in November 2024, and we didn't start renovations until March 2025, and we've been renovating ever since. And as you can see, it's not finished, but the bare bones are there. The foundations are in. We knocked out all the interiors of this house and started pretty much from the ground up. It was the first renovation project for me and also for my husband, so I think we were pretty naive or just ambitious in what we wanted to do. And every time we asked someone, friends or architect, if it was possible to do this or can we do that, they were like, yeah, it's fine. So we kind of thought it would be easy almost. But in fact, obviously it's never straightforward. The house is in the countryside in France. We originally moved to the French countryside in 2020 after we just met in London. We moved straight into his family house in the countryside, and I don't know, we just felt really at home here, and the pace of life just felt like something we were craving at this time in our lives. And the plan was just to live here for lockdown. It was basically to spend lockdown in France and just be isolated in the lovely French countryside. I'd been living in London for 10 years, I think, and I was really ready for a change of scenery. So when I met my husband, who's French, I was just kind of like, let's just go with it. Like, of course I'm gonna go to France with you. And I've been here ever since. So when we started looking, we wanted somewhere in the countryside because we'd both done our time in London. We didn't really feel like going to Paris from one capital city to another. We just felt really ready to kind of be somewhere quiet, especially as my job is so on the go. It's very social. I travel a lot. So I'm always so happy to come home to the countryside, somewhere that's just so quiet and grounding, and I can just be kind of alone and get back into my routines. So I knew that this was somewhere we wanted to be for now. And we found this property. It was a really sunny day. The garden is basically what sold us on the house straight away. We both want to have a big vegetable garden. We have a dog. So it was just an instant yes, but the house itself needed a lot of work. We knocked out the staircase, which was in the middle of the house, but like the front door came in under the stairs, so it was just really badly configured. And that meant we had to obviously knock down all the other internal walls and find a new place for the staircase, which also meant reconfiguring the upstairs. So it was a lot, but it's been really, really fun. We've learned a lot. We're really happy with the result, and I'm really excited to show you around. And where I'm standing now is a room on the side of the house, which was only accessible outside. Here you can see the outside balcony, and it's got steps going down to the front of the house. But this door wasn't here. We made this opening and used doors from the original house. And now you can go through this door to the new staircase and get into the main house. That was one of the first things we wanted to do. When we first viewed the property, this room was falling down. It hadn't been used for about 100 years. There were cracks in the ceilings, wallpaper was so dated. It was actually quite cool, but it was all like peeling and there'd been leaks. Floors were black, so we had to sand them like 3 or 4 times. We actually didn't do it, the builders did it, but I'm really happy that we could keep the original floors. Everything else, we just kind of refreshed, restored the windows. My husband restored these. Now we can use this room as one of the main kind of living room areas. Eventually, I'm gonna put some sofas here, armchairs, dining table. So that's this room. I'm gonna show you around the rest of the house a little bit later. Today, we are just taking it easy at home. It's Sunday, so there's really not a lot to do and no one's really back at work yet. So it's been so nice just kind of having time to ourselves and just taking these first days of January really slow. I have a lot of sorting out to do. I'm slowly, bit by bit, taking boxes out from storage. We have a barn on the side of the house. So I'm just taking boxes and going through them and trying to find a place for everything. But today I need to really sort out my clothes and the closet situation. And I'm also just gonna cook some really nourishing food. I'm really craving just like home cooked food. I'm flying to Poland on the 10th or 11th. So I really just want to make the most of these last few days. So we're just going to hang out and take it easy, go on a lot of walks, make really good food, relax. I always feel like January is the time where all of these things feel really achievable. The goal this year is to keep some balance. So I'm trying to start off on the right foot. We'll see how it goes. I'm just getting ready to go on a walk, so I'm really layering up. I'm wearing little brown leggings. I've got a bodysuit, long sleeve thermal, cashmere cardigan, and a cashmere jumper. This jumper is from Amalda Label. Literally all my knitwear is from Amalda Label. This coat is from Norhammer, again another favourite brand. These gloves are new from Cos. Earrings are ISO. We're gonna go up to a really high point near where we live. So it's kind of like being in the mountains. It's kind of chic. Today's outfit, it's a full knit look, so it's actually much warmer than it looks. The top is from Cos. It's a few years old, but it's one of my favorites. It's got a really low back detail. I think it's really unique. The skirt is also actually from Cos. It just sits so nicely. And the belt is from Cezanne. So that is the look for today. Let's get to it. Okay, so we have quite a few deliveries to go through. I picked up a few today, and there's quite a few that I just didn't have time to unpack properly before the holidays, so I'm gonna do it now. This is new in from Merit. I love Merit makeup. I don't know, it just goes so nicely onto the skin. I love their cream blushes, bronzers, highlighters. They also do really good lip products. They sent me a new lightweight matte lipstick. I tried their lip glosses for the first time this summer and I love them. That's a beautiful shade. It's very velvety, like a dark cherry. The shade is called Power. Oh, it's like a mini fragrance sample. It's got kind of a vanilla cocoa undertone. Base of musk, vanilla, and moss. That was pretty accurate there. It's kind of earthy and floral, but not too sweet and not too fresh. I actually really prefer darker undertones and something a bit more musky. So I've never tried the mascara. Nice packaging. Very chic. Kind of like a full-bodied brush. Ooh, so elegant. This is in collaboration with Completed Works. Really pretty, I love that. Got some pieces from Alice Beauty, which is of course another fave. This is their perfumed body cream. Just the packaging, that's what I love. I've never tried Emma's perfume. I'm gonna run out of places to put these. It's nice, it's very light, very fresh. That's the Santal Mazoya. I just love these pouches. I feel like these are perfect just to put in your handbag or if you're traveling, which, like me, that's often. This I already opened, but I didn't take it out because I wanted to show you the whole journey. It's an heirloom tomato bag and they've packaged it like real food. Since I went to the BFAs and I wore that grape bag you might have seen, I feel like this is gonna be my new thing. I actually discovered this brand bin online. They have these sardine bags like in the shape of a fish and I thought it was incredible. It's like a piece of art. I feel like this is such a cool piece for spring, summer, when tomatoes are actually in season. And I can just imagine it in the south of France or in Italy. It'd be such a good wedding guest bag. It's definitely a conversation starter. Okay, more beauty. This is nostalgic. I remember when I moved to London, I was 17 or 18, and I moved into a flat with two other models that I didn't know. We literally never met. The first time I met one of them was the minute she walked through the front door with all her luggage. And they both became incredibly successful models, and one of them was like the Burberry girl for so long. She opened the show. It was one of the most emotional things I've ever seen. And I remember one time she came home with loads of Burberry makeup and I was like, oh my God, give me what you've got. And she gave me loads of incredible lipsticks because she didn't really wear makeup and I didn't really wear makeup that much either, but the packaging, this is so nostalgic. I remember this on some of the lipsticks that she gave me. It's just so beautiful. This is an outdoor blush in Rose Meadow. That's a really nice shade, it's quite fresh. Beyond Wear Radiance Primer. It's a really subtle sheen to it and honestly it's like dried almost immediately. It's not greasy at all. It feels really nice. This is incredible. This is more for winter, I'm obsessed. And I always go for something a little richer for the blush because I don't want to look too pink. I really like something a little darker, a little more almost brown. Burberry Brit Shine Lipstick. Like a lighter cherry than the other one. Like they know me so well because they've chosen really good shades for me. This one is 605 Kensington Crush. This is my new 2026 diary from Aspinall, London. I had one last year in like a light blue, but I thought I'd go a little more chic this year. The pages are per day. I'm honestly such a note keeper that I have like pieces of paper everywhere at one time, all over the place. But I'm gonna try and be more organized with my calendar. You can also include all your addresses at the back, which is also something I want to do because I just save them in my contacts on my phone at the moment. So here's me getting more organized. This bag is from a brand called Poel. I've never heard of this brand, but they reached out and sent me a lookbook and I just thought this was so chic. I love the little hardware on the front and the crossover. It's like the belt detail that you kind of see everywhere now, but it's a little bit more unique. It's also the perfect size for a shoulder bag. I hate when the strap is too high and when you can't fit anything in it, so this is actually a really good size and I love a smooth leather. This one is from Denelier London. It's probably my go-to for bags. Really good quality, beautiful designs. This is a chocolate brown suede and this comes in several different colors. It comes in a bigger size and I think a mini version too. I think I took the medium. But I love this as like a travel bag for just my essentials and maybe liquids, makeup. I took these suede loafers, like a smooth suede in chocolate brown. I love them. They have so many options. I actually struggled to choose because they have like 6 or 7 chocolate brown loafers. But I really liked the small heel on these and the shape of the front. I think the style is Thelma. This is from Sklum, a homeware brand that I recently discovered online, and they have a lot of nice decor pieces, and I found this that I want to put downstairs in our entrance room, maybe for keys or maybe upstairs for jewelry, but I feel like it's a bit too big for that. So I'm seeing more like keys and essential things that we need to know where they are. These shoes I actually got a few months ago, but I never really wore them until now. I feel like they're such a timeless style. The color is also really unique. They go with like something that needs a nude or a neutral. They're not silver, they're not brown, they're not gold, but they go really well with like metallic or beaded dresses. There's something really 90s about them. The brand is Chiana Gavidel. They're made in Italy and they're just beautiful. This is a 2003 Oscar de la Renta dress, which I've loaned from Sarah Nicole Vintage. I loaned this for the BFAs, but I didn't end up wearing it, but it was such a close second. It's incredible. It also fit me to perfection, so it felt like a sign, but I've been using it for events just before Christmas, and I'm honestly obsessed. I don't want to give it back. The color is amazing. I love the feather, the beading, this like nude chiffon texture. It's just incredible. So I am sending this back and it will be available to buy. So someone really should consider that, because if you're like a 2026 bride or something, I feel like for an engagement party, even though it's not white, it's such a wow piece. When I tried this on when I was getting ready for the BFAs, everyone was like, oh my god, that's the one. And everywhere I've worn it since, I've gotten so many compliments and everyone's asked me where it's from. So someone else should give it a nice new home. This jacket came in from Sir. I also haven't tried many of their pieces, but this is like a really nice structured jacket, and I thought it would be really nice for layering. I'll show you. It's a really nice silhouette. It actually goes really well with this skirt. I think I took a size up because I wanted to layer underneath, and I really like the balloon sleeves. You could wear a belt around it. It's also got pockets. They also sent me this hat, which is incredible. I have a few new pieces from Hong Boutique, one of my favorite brands. I think they're based in Vietnam. This is a really sweet midi skirt. I love the sheer fabric. I don't know what I'm going to style this with, but I'm thinking like a little knit cardigan or a tee. For spring, this is going to be so nice. This is also gorgeous. I love the lace detail. This is from a brand called J-Lux Label. I love this detail, and I love the low neck. It's kind of like my go-to style. This just kind of hugs you at the waist. Really nice, and it's floor length. This is from Centerpiece. It's kind of like a pony hair fabric in a really dark burgundy. I think my friend Sarah Walker was wearing it, and she just makes everything look so chic. I feel like I could style this with like brown or burgundy knitwear, like a turtleneck or a tight fitted long sleeve top. You will have already seen this, but I wanted to show you because it's one of my favorite dresses at the moment. This is from New Arrivals. I love the detail. It's like crystal beads all around the neckline. It's full length and it's just such a timeless design. This is so unique, but the style and the fit is so timeless. This is one of my favorite dresses at the moment. I've been wearing it for like as many events as I can get away with. A delivery from Arsina Ori is always exciting because everything they make is like a dream. This is a full-length semi-sheer chocolate brown dress. This is gorgeous for this season because chocolate brown, burgundy in winter. But I could also imagine this on a beach somewhere because the fabric is so flowy. I think we're done. I'm about to make one of my favorite snacks. I want to show you the recipe. It's honestly the easiest thing. Most people don't know that I actually wrote a cookbook in 2018 and all the recipes were plant-based, gluten-free, using only natural ingredients. So I still make a lot of recipes from that book, even though I don't post as many of them online. But we're gonna get better at that. So today I'm gonna make these cashew and date balls. They're so easy to make. All you need is medjool dates, ideally really good, chewy medjool dates, and raw cashews. And I also add cinnamon or ginger and a little bit of salt, but you can add whatever you want. You can also add cocoa powder or cacao powder, other adaptogens, other spices. Today I'm just gonna make cinnamon because I've been craving them. I eat these for breakfast with a tea or coffee. Also they're great as an afternoon snack or even as a dessert if you just need something a little bit sweet. So let's get started. use 225 grams of cashew nuts. I'm just gonna blend them in the food processor until they're kind of like a ground almond texture. So it should be this kind of texture. So you need 225 grams of dates as well. And I'm just gonna break them up, take out the stone, and add them to the food processor. It's best when they're as gooey as possible, like this, like not too dried, because then each piece is really fudgy and chewy, and it's just so much better. So there's all my halved dates. I'm just gonna add them into the food processor. I never measure this, I just go for about 2 tablespoons, I guess. I usually take about that much. Kind of press and roll at the same time. The mixture's so oily as well, even though I haven't added oil, that's just from the cashews. So I usually make them around this size, and then I'm just gonna put them into a little dish that can go in the fridge. I think it's about time I should give you a little update on the house. As you can see, there's no furniture in here, but I'm going to talk you through our plans for this room because it's one of my favorites. So this room is the grand salon. Historically, it was a really big entertaining room, but when we first viewed the house, it was completely falling down. It had not been touched for about 100 years. There were cracks in the ceiling. The wallpaper was really cool, but it was falling down everywhere. There were leaks in the ceiling. So we fixed up everything, we painted everything. We're starting to do the mouldings along the wall, but I'm going to add some higher up the wall as well because I think it needs a little more detail. And then this opening wasn't here, so we decided to open this up because this room originally was only accessible from the outside. So these are original doors from the property, and we created an opening with a local artisan. So now you can go straight into the main house, and the vision is for this room to be our main living space eventually. So we are just figuring out which furniture we're going to get and what we're going to put where. Obviously, we need to dress this incredible window. My husband restored this. I helped a tiny bit, but he restored this whole window, and then we painted together the whole panel in the middle. And so I'm thinking to put really beautiful floor-length curtains here, something quite sheer so that the light still comes through. And then we have French doors here, so I'll also use the same curtain fabric there. So here I'm thinking to put either a long dining table or to make this like the lounge space, so sofas, armchairs, coffee table, space to watch TV, even though we're not going to have a TV, we're just going to use a projector. And we have a rug coming in from Nordic Knots, so I'm thinking that can go here, either under the dining table or the chairs, if we get chairs and a sofa. Otherwise we switch it around and make the lounge area over here with sofas, armchairs, coffee table, a console or something. I'm envisioning like a really nice long console or cabinet, something vintage probably. I'm not sure if we're going to keep the mirror here, but I quite like it for now, it's useful for work. And then we're going to keep the original fireplace, but we're going to take out the middle, which is being filled in. And at the moment it's not working, so we're going to see if we can bring it back to life. I would love to hear your thoughts as well, and any suggestions for what we could do with the space. This is the other end of the room, which goes out onto the balcony and into the garden. So I'm thinking I could definitely have like the dining area here, or sofas, armchairs and coffee table. In the way of furniture, I have a few pieces lying around at the moment that have just been coming out of storage slowly. This was from somewhere online. I actually can't remember where, but I'm gonna link it. And this is something I found in Shepton Mallet in the UK when I went to pick up some vintage dining chairs. These guys were restoring all kinds of furniture, and I found this in the back of the room and I just fell in love with it. I love anything kind of wrought iron. I think with the natural fabrics and tones of the house, like the natural wood floor and the really neutral tones, it really pops, and I just think it gives such a nice antique feel to the place because we've done quite a modern renovation. Then we have this little bobbin stool, which I love. I've actually got two. I've got one in our bathroom, but I love this in here. This is from Olive Atelier, which is one of my favorite sites for antique and antique inspired pieces. I think they're based in LA. Their content on Instagram is also just beautiful. It will give you a lot of inspiration. The mirror is from William Wood. I don't know where they're based, but I ordered it online and the size is just perfect. I was trying to find a huge one. It's got a really subtle gold frame, which just catches the light really nicely. This side table is from Von Shadow. They're based in Scandinavia and they make so many incredible pieces out of natural stone and marble. I just love the texture and the colors of this. I think I'm gonna get another one. And I think we're gonna keep it in here for now, but I think as side tables, they're also really, really nice. And then this light I found at a Vide Grenier, like a French flea market. I think it was about €1 or €2. I'm obsessed with it. I think it's so cute. And then over here is a vintage magazine rack. I can't remember where I got this from. It was probably a charity shop in London, but I love it. And obviously I'm gonna use it for magazines eventually. I've just been storing my notebooks there for now. Radiators are original, and I also think that without furniture, they just add something to the space for now. This is the biggest one we have in the house. I think it took like 4 people to get it up here. It's so heavy. It's my last day at home before I leave for my first work trip of the year. I've got on a sweater from Frame from their collaboration with the Ritz Paris. It's honestly my favorite. I took, I think, a size S or M, so it's a little oversized, and it's 100% cashmere. It's honestly so soft and warm. The jeans are from House of Dagmar, another favorite of mine for all kind of timeless essentials, especially their jeans and their coats. I just love the way these fit. I love a long straight leg and the darker denim. I gotta start packing. I'm heading to Poland for a few days where I'll be shooting with Milanova. I'll be shooting some of the latest pieces and it'll be shared across their social media and mine. It's not like a full campaign shoot, which I've done before, so it should be really relaxed. And I'm actually really excited to go to Poland because I've never been. It's about -15 right now. So I need to find all of my like ski clothes and really warm layers that are all in storage. My order came in like 3 parts and they lost this package which has 3 things inside. And I can't even remember exactly what I ordered, so let's see. This is a little earthenware vase. I don't know what I'm going to use it for. I'm either going to use it for a vase when we get flowers, or I was thinking also in our bathroom of the bin. It's quite a good size and I haven't found any really nice bathroom bins. I find them all really too modern or just boring, so this is another vase. It's more like a plant pot, but I think we're going to use it inside. I just love the like matte chocolate brown finish on this. It's really unique and I think it will go really nicely either in our staircase or maybe on the shelf in our kitchen, or even, again, it could actually be a nice bin in our bathroom. I don't know, I think it's too nice though. I think this is going to go in the main house. It might be another vase. Apparently we need 3 new vases. Slightly different in colour to that. I just really like the shape. And I think this can go on like a pedestal table or something. I just think, imagine on like a tall, skinny table against the wall in here. I think it's a really nice colour. I think it's really cute, even without flowers, but I think it can be nice with like dried flowers or twigs, just something a little bit abstract but architectural. I'm just gonna show you the vision because maybe it's a bit weird. putting a vase in the bathroom as a bin. But I actually saw this in one of my favorite hotels, Tenara di Scopello. They used really nice terracotta bins like this in the outside, and I just thought it was a really nice idea. Ignore this is going to be covered and this is going to be painted. So either we do the dark color like this, but I think it's kind of a bit contrasted. I love that I'm making such a big deal about a bin, but you know, or this one, which I kind of feel fits a bit better with the tones of the bathroom. I actually think it works. And this is the vision for the other vase. I'd probably put it on a taller table, but I actually really like the colors together with this one. I'm just gonna leave it here for now. So this is my airport outfit for today on my way to Poland. So I've layered up and I am prepared. My knit is from Armada Label. It's like a dark chocolate brown. I've gone full chocolate today. Underneath I just have like a long sleeve thermal and also leggings under these. Pants are also from Armada Label. They're like a wide leg silk dark chocolate brown. Bofa scarf is actually from this brand called Fat Face. I've never shopped at Fat Face, but I found this online when I was looking for stuff just before Christmas, and I've actually used it a lot. It's really warm, but it's also really nice in the evening with like a brown silk dress. The coat is from Norhammer Paris. I've been living in this. You've probably seen it a lot in this vlog. It's also reversible, so you can wear it inside out, and it's like a full-length dark chocolate leather trench. And the hat is from Sir Paris. It's like a little faux fur pillbox hat. And then my shoes are just these suede sneakers from Aloha's. I don't really wear sneakers, but I don't want to wear boots through the airport because it's just such a faff. My bag is from Demelier. Usually I take a really big handbag because I want to take my laptop, but this time I'm packing so light that my laptop is in here. My antler suitcase. Let's go.